when I actually sat down to read, I was again brought back to Borneo, right? I was telling you about how the author went to look for orangutans. And 3 weeks ago, when we did the Zoom, I think I stopped at the part where I said that the author made the preparations from UK and then flew all the way to Borneo and started his journey. So then I ended at the part where he landed and went to a rescue center for orangutans, and he saw the rehabilitated orangutans. So those orangutans are no longer wild. They can approach people quite friendly. So it's not what he imagined that he want to see in the wild. So what I read that I'm going to share, it's his journey from the rescue center into the jungle. So to really go find the wild orangutans. And I thought it was quite interesting, the description of his journey, because in Borneo at that time in the 70s, there were not many, I would say, trails available for trekking. So the jungle is really wild, and there are only a few areas where the local people have actually been to. So he was following the local guides to go find the orangutans. And when I was reading his description of the landscape, I feel quite sad, because of course in the 70s compared to now, which is 50 years later, the landscape has changed a lot, and it has changed for the worse. So in his descriptions he says the vast landscape, the forest is very thick, you can't really see beyond a certain meter. Of course, based on my experience now that I'm there, and also from the uh, photos and descriptions from other visitors, we know that a lot of the forest has been lost. So, before reading his book, in my head, of course, I imagine all the connected forests, the tall trees, but I was never there before. And then now, through his lens, he was telling the readers what he saw, which was exactly what I was imagining. So to imagine how 50 years have changed the landscape was quite sad. Now, when you go to the forest, if it's a wild jungle, it's very difficult to find animals because they're either hunted to extinction, or they're so rare that they don't really encounter humans anymore. But in his description in the book, he was saying how, just sitting in the boat, going up the river or trekking the forest. Sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, oftentimes you would see the hornbills flying, and then you would see the monkeys. So there are the red leaf monkeys that are in the forest as well as the orangutans. So the red leaf monkeys will be a troop going by very quickly, and then there will be a large tree with fruits, and there are dozens and dozens of fruit bats. So you can imagine a rich forest with so much biodiversity. And yeah, so it made me sad that now you don't see that anymore. And then another thing that the author described was the interactions with the local community. So the local community are the tribal people that live in a jungle. So they know the forest very well. And then as the locals are guiding him into the jungle, along the way they will share stories. So the locals were sharing some myths and legends of large animals like the eagles and also the crocodiles. So I thought there was one thing interesting, when you're talking about the river that they were sitting on a boat. That river has a very narrow entrance to the forest. And then in the past, no man can actually land from the river because there are forest guardians to protect the land. And so there were two guardians. One is a large eagle that will be perching on the top of the cliff, watching down. And if any boat were to come with people, the eagle will come and attack the man. There's also another guardian on the ground, and it's a large crocodile. So it says that the legend says that again, if there are boats carrying men, the crocodile will come and eat the humans. So the local people, based on the myth, said that they wanted to conquer these two guardians, and they came up with a plan to kill them. Yeah, so what happened was that the boat came with a lot of spears, the rods with the knife pointing in front of the boat. And so when the boat came, the eagle came down, flew down, and got speared by the knives. And so it was injured. It was trying to fly away. So it tried to fly back to the cliff and knocked down two large rocks. So the rocks came down rolling and crushed the crocodile. I mean, I was reading this myth and legend, and I thought it was interesting because um, it wanted to show how brave the men were to conquer the land and kill the guardians. But then yet there is a touch of history of how they respect those large animals with power and very powerful animals. But anyway, towards the last part, I ended when the author was talking about the locals sharing how they hunt animals. It's a little uncomfortable for me because it was a very, nice description, detail about how they hunt orangutans with no guns. So they would get poison from some plant species and put it into a blowpipe. And then they will, of course, blow the poison arrows to the orangutans a few times so that the orangutan will fall from the tree and get killed. Anyway, so it's their traditional hunting method, which I have heard before. So to actually read it again, it's uncomfortable, but yeah, it's the truth. Anyway, I will stop here. Are you at home? Yes, you're at your own home, rented home. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's a bit like you created God and then you kill God with your own hands. Mm, mm, mm. In Vietnam? impact. Mm. With the orangutans. So he is a researcher, and he was in Africa to study the chimpanzees before with Dr. Jane. Um, no. So he's trying to look for another study subject because at that time when he studies the chimpanzees of the great apes, he also understands that other species of great apes, like the orangutans, are the least studied. Like, the African gorilla, the chimpanzees, the bonobos, they are well studied, but the Asian great ape, the orangutan, nobody really knows. And so he wanted to go there to observe them in the wild and probably write a book or, basically do a study on them so that people can understand about the species. That's his attempt. Yes, please. Wait for you. As I wait for you, I want to show you a little plant. Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah. So, oh, is it? Yeah, I bought it at a fundraiser for Pangolin 2 days ago on a Friday. There was a fundraising event for pangolins. Oh, actually, I used to paint my nails to stop myself from biting my nails. And it is very effective. But because I had no time these days, right, to paint my nails, I noticed that whenever I think or when I'm stressed or when I'm working, I'm biting my nails to the point that it has become very, very short, you see. And so I thought that I should start to paint my nails to prevent, myself chewing on my nails. It's not good. So yeah, I only did half a hand. The other half. Huh? Oh, if it's another color, oh, any color is fine because as long as it's colored, it's just I won't bite it because it's chemicals, right? Yeah. So it will stop me from biting my nails. So if you bite your nails, you can paint your nails too. Yeah, because I don't want the chemicals to be eaten. You done sharing? Okay. Please, please move on. I just want to say that it's raining outside now and it's really, really romantic. Very nice. Raining heavily is not romantic. Drizzling, sorry, I should rephrase. Drizzling in a morning is very romantic. How cold is it? Wow. Let me check what is my weather today. 28. No, that's good. That's good. We just keep with this narrative. You are from the past.
it's I'm come back to my life, and there's nothing interfere, nothing linger to my mind. But whenever I have a time to reach the book, then I'm all of that subtle detail and elegant writing, it just flow into my head, and I really like this author, and I'm definitely gonna find more of her book. And her name is Trần Thu Trang. Yeah, it's her author
Can
name.
you maybe type it or maybe write it in a chat
Yeah.
box so I
I
can
don't know.
see?
She has English version, but it's a love story. Yeah, interesting. Her love story is interesting, and you can tell by her storytelling. She also very knowledgeable about mm, many aspects in life, not just focus in relationship and its craziness. And I like when the author show some respect to traditional culture and custom, and I really like it. Okay, where my chat? Chat. Where's the chat? Here. It's hide behind the three dots. Hidden. Chen To Chang. Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah. And I will name you a few story of her, but in Vietnamese.
I will pretend to understand.
No. I'll try to translate it. 4 season.
Oh, she's very pretty. Oh wait, there are many of.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't know which
You
one
don't
is.
know, right? 4 season. What the mod?
Books.
Chen,
Wow, she has many books.
4 season and the last customer. The last customer. Yeah.
The Last Customer. Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds very
Yeah.
it's a love story, right?
It's a love story, but it's very subtle. Where the protagonist is a female who working in a salon, hair salon, and then a very you can say I don't know this word in English, but he looks fierce. Yeah, fierce, and also also he cover in very messy hair and beard, and he wants to cut his hair and also shave his beard off. But his attitude at the beginning was frightening to the protagonist, and she tried to hold herself together, and it's almost Ted in Vietnam, and he's like the last customer of the year to come to her salon, and then the conversation start between them, and she actually the customer is the own neighbor in the area, but then he moved many years ago, but he tried to find connections with the protagonist through acquaintance that he mentioned, but she only know a few. Well, he know people here before her arrival, so but there's a mutual friends between them, and he got friendlier, and this was the you can say the climax of the story, where the protagonist trying to wash his hair before cutting, and she like make a mixture of many ingredients into the water that was used to wash his hair, and he recognized the smell, and then he cry a bit because that smell reminds him of something from the past. And from that moment on, he very subtle and gentle with the woman. And by the time the hair is cut, the beard shape, appears a very handsome man to the protagonist. But the protagonist, maybe too startled, or maybe she cannot, she did not have a courage to ask anything else beside her profession. So he just stand up and give her the money for the service, and then he left. But the protagonist just asked in his in her head, asked herself in her head that, too silly, I don't even know his name, maybe the subtle the subtle thought about knowing his name is something romantic, but to me is on the right spot. I love that story. And no relationship set, just that. Only for maybe within 1 hour or so, and I love it.
That's very romantic and suited for the scene that I'm seeing outside. Romantic Sunday morning.
Yeah. Romantic Sunday.
Yeah, it's a very nice story.
Yeah, I love that story the most until now.
Yeah, I think there is beauty in subtleness.
Yeah, subtle. I don't even, it surprised me. It's get me out of my prejudice about the modern love story. I don't think in this era there's an author who loves subtle thing like that, but it has.
Yeah, I guess it's just the style of writing, the direction that the author is going for. You need to find that treasure, the gem amongst everything.
Yeah. And also there's another story of her who but she written it in very similar to a story, very classic love story that I've read. I don't know if she inspired by it, but the ending is different, less humane, more of relationship, but it's about it. But I prefer the classic love story where humane involved, where people at the protagonist at the end of the story turn his love to life, not just people. Well, that's also the love story, but the love for life is too big for my heart to bear. I love it. It's too big, and it gives me many emotion when the protagonist turn to love his life more. Life contain of many things, not just a relationship.
Yes. Well, not just romantic relationships. There can be relationships with nature, relationships with friends, relationships with yourself. So,
So, Dostoevsky, the one who wrote, Crime and Punishment, I think. Have you read his work? Have you read
what
his?
Did you say?
Yeah, Dostoevsky is an author from Russia. but he's classic. Yeah.
I don't know whether you notice, I typically like to read non-fiction and
yeah, he's non-fiction. He just focus in psychologic part of the characters, and it's very headache to read his work, but it's also at the same time tempting and very yeah. You just cannot put his book down, and I read even the novel and short story as well. And I remember a short story where a protagonist tried to fight. Also a writer tried to make a living in a big city in Russia, and he's very poor. But then one day he met a girl who very charming, and they came together. But that was his thought. But for her, she just considered him as a friend. Well, because she was waiting for someone. So when he knows, actually he knows it from the very beginning, but the more closer he and her, and he can feel the affection, and he think he may win this one heart, but then she's still waiting for someone.
Aww.
But then but then whereas finally for her to decide, because there was a climax that I have, and I wasn't remember, and I'm still don't remember. She has to answer him about what she's going to do. Well, then the person she was waiting came back, and
came back.
Yeah, he came back. Yeah, because it's in a war where she doesn't know if he's coming back or not, because there's no letter coming from him anymore. But he actually came back, and the protagonist came to his room where I haven't mentioned, but at the beginning he tried to maybe kill himself because he's really depressed about life. But now he come to the conclusion that not everything lasts. So he tried to hold on to very a thread of life to find out where it led him. Because he knows that his life is very fragile and maybe easy to to split like a thread. But now he knows the beauty of not lasting thing. Thing that not last, thing that are not last. So he follow it, and he try to live his life. Maybe it will become his word in his writing, because he has a different perspective of life now, and I think that's the very nice ending to me.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes. And he actually feel happy for the girl, not sorry for not having her, or maybe feel regret or anything, feel lost. He doesn't have it at the end, and I love it. It's just a nice way to look at life, and it's more true to life by not own something is actually not a loss. He understands more than just loss for himself. He's not selfish anymore. and I love it. I love it. Okay.
Do you need to do it in Vietnamese?
Yeah, I do. Okay. Cái cuốn sách mà mình đang đọc đây là 55 truyện ngắn bán chạy nhất, và nó được xuất bản vào năm 2009. Thực ra thì cái thời điểm này nó cũng hơi xa hiện tại rồi. Mình nghĩ là mình đang đọc những cái những cái giọng văn của thời hiện đại này, mặc dù nó cũng có tính chất hiện đại ấy, khi mà nó ở trong cái bối cảnh mà có Yahoo và đã nhắc đến đi cà phê, rồi những cái dấu, những cái nét của thành thị rồi, hiện đại rồi. Đấy, và taxi rồi cả TV các thứ, thì tất cả cái thứ đấy nó đều thuộc về thế giới hiện đại rồi, nhưng mà chỉ là thời điểm này nó chưa có internet thôi. Không, internet ở một cái dạng rất là sơ khai ấy, chứ nó không hẳn như là trendy. Con người vẫn sống nội tâm, nhưng mà thông qua một cái kênh có thể là đôi khi là nó khác, vẫn là cũng có gặp trực tiếp, nhưng mà có cả những cái kênh nó từ xa xưa, mà chắc là thế hệ 8X thì sẽ hiểu rõ hơn. Hầu hết các cái chuyện ngắn ở trong này thì đều nói đến cái khía cạnh điên rồ của tình yêu, và ở đấy các bạn có thể tìm thấy kể cả tình yêu dưới 16 tuổi của một người lớn dành cho một, gọi là một thiếu niên 16 tuổi, và kể cả là cướp người yêu trắng trợn, nghĩa là biết người kia đang yêu nhưng mà vẫn cướp này. Đấy, thì tất cả cái đấy có lẽ là một cái yếu tố pha vào trong những cái chuyện ngắn này mà chắc là các bạn nào là fan của chuyện tình cảm thì có thể sẽ thích, nhưng mà mình thì mình thích cái gì đấy nhẹ nhàng hơn và nó bớt điên rồ hơn, bởi vì mình thì thường hay đọc và mình thích luôn đấy là những cái chuyện lãng mạn cổ điển, và nó không chú trọng, nghĩa là nó cũng có nhé, nó cũng có cái tình yêu mà vượt lứa tuổi hoặc là thậm chí là cướp người yêu, nhưng mà nó không quá chú trọng vào mối quan hệ như là cái chuyện hiện đại này. Chuyện hiện đại này nó đúng kiểu như theo mình là nó hơi điên rồ, nhưng mà nó rất là mãnh liệt trong tình yêu. Đấy, thì những chuyện cổ điển thì cũng vậy, rất mãnh liệt, nhưng mà ở đấy thì nó có những cái yếu tố nó tạo nên cái sự kinh điển của cái tác phẩm đấy. Đấy là nói đến văn hóa, nói đến bối cảnh, nói đến cái lễ ở trong cái nền văn hóa đấy giữa người với người, mà nó có những cái rào cản, mà nghĩa là nó chạm đến những cái điều nhỏ, những cái mà trong từng câu nói, trong từng hành động, và trong từng cái lối sống hàng ngày thì nó cũng thể hiện cái văn hóa đấy. Thì phần nào đấy nó sẽ đưa người ta về những cái đơn giản bình dị, thì mình sẽ cảm thấy gần gũi hơn. Còn chắc là cũng có những bạn là thích những cái tình cảm nó mãnh liệt và nó tập trung vào điều đấy. Những cái chuyện ngắn mà, nên là nó không thể mô tả quá dài dòng về những cái mình vừa mới nói được, mà nó rất là mãnh liệt và có thể vào chuyện người đã bụp ngay, và mình cảm thấy chưa thật sự hấp thụ được, kể cả khi đọc xong cái chuyện ngắn đấy, có mỗi tầm 4-5 trang thôi mà. Thế nhưng mà ở trong cái cuốn sách này thì cũng có những tác giả viết rất hay. Nghĩa là nó không có mình chưa đọc được một cái chuyện nào có yếu tố nhân văn ở đấy cả, chỉ thuần tình cảm thôi. Nhưng mà có một tác giả này tên là Trần Thu Trang, là cô ấy viết về những cái điều rất bình dị ở trong tình cảm, mà nó không quá điên rồ vào, không quá tập trung vào mối quan hệ, mặc dù nó trong một cái tình huống mà ở đấy mối quan hệ nảy nở, và nó thường không có cái kết hậu hoặc là không hậu, mà nó là kết mở, khiến cho người đọc phải thắc mắc xem là điều gì sẽ xảy ra tiếp theo. Ví dụ như mình vừa chia sẻ cho Andy về một cái câu chuyện của một cái chị nhân vật chính này làm ở một cửa hàng gội đầu và cắt tóc. Thì đây là thời điểm giáp Tết, và Đấy là vị khách cuối cùng của năm, và ông ấy rất là bặm trợn với cái bộ râu tóc thì bù xù, và thân hình thì, và quần áo thì nhếch nhác. Đấy. Thế nhưng mà càng về cuối của cuốn truyện thì của câu chuyện thì hai người tìm ra nhiều điểm chung hơn của nhau trong quá trình có lẽ chỉ trong vòng khoảng 1 tiếng hoặc hơn thế. Vừa nói chuyện, vừa gội đầu, vừa cắt tóc, vừa cạo râu các thứ, thì càng về cuối câu chuyện thì cái cái con người bặm trợn ban đầu kia thì bắt đầu nhẹ nhàng, thì dần nhẹ nhàng hơn về cuối. Và khi mà cái vẻ ngoài bù xù và xồm xoàm rồi bẩn thỉu của anh ta được tô điểm bởi khuôn mặt sáng sủa đẹp trai, sau khi đã rũ được cái đám bù xù rối rắm ở trên mặt, trên đầu anh, thì có một chút tình cảm đã dấy lên ở trong cô gái. Nhưng mà hai người thật sự không biết tên nhau, bởi vì mọi chuyện xảy ra quá nhanh, và anh kia cũng trả tiền rồi đi về thôi. Đấy, thì và cái câu hỏi cuối cùng ở trong đầu cô gái đấy là cô tự trách mình là tại sao lại còn chưa biết tên nhau nữa. Đấy, thì đấy là kết thúc câu chuyện ở đấy thôi, và mình thấy cực kỳ là hài lòng về một cái câu chuyện tình cảm nó nhẹ nhàng như vậy. Đấy, thì mình sẽ để cái tên của cuốn truyện này ở trong phần comment nhé, và mọi người có thể tìm đọc. Mình thấy nó cũng hay đấy. Có chuyện không hay nhưng vẫn phải đọc thôi, bởi vì nếu không đọc thì làm sao các bạn biết là hay. Và nó chỉ có vài trang thôi, nên là nếu chuyện nào không hay thì mình cũng sẽ lướt qua nhanh. Ok. I'm done sharing in Vietnamese. So it's time for my favorite part of the sharing. This is you know
What else do we do in the sharing? There's only these two things that we do.
Okay.
Of course I know.
Okay.
And I want to wish you happy World Wildlife Day today. Do you know?
Well, I cannot believe that we are relying on these cards to find our joy.
You find out what?
Find our joy. Okay, but that's
No, we are just expanding the joy, not finding.
Wow, that's a great way to describe it. How do you so smart?
I have no idea. I guess I
am. Okay. Well, why is this like this? Okay. So, I have to read it since I cannot turn on the camera, or the stream will be interrupted. No. If I could live anywhere in the world. Yes, that's the card.
If I can live in anywhere. Live anywhere.
Like it's like wondering, if I could live anywhere in the world, what would it be? Where would it be?
I actually really like Singapore.
Okay.
But if I can, so let's say I don't choose Singapore. Let me think.
Yeah, I prefer Hanoi too.
Well, it's not so much about living, but if I can visit somewhere right now, I want to go to a place where there's no people.
No people. So maybe the middle.
So immediately the first place that came to my mind is Greenland.
Greenland in England is where it's cold?
Greenland.
Greenland is in the very northern part of the earth, right?
I think it's, correct. Northern part of UK, I think.
Yeah, not part, maybe somewhere else, but it's cold. You like cold? You like snow? You like white?
I sort of, maybe. So maybe Finland also. Just want somewhere that it's quieter, less people, and full of nature. But yet not the tropical forest, because I feel that the tropical forest is quite depressing now.
Tropical forest is depressing, yeah.
Yeah. How How about you? Where would it be?
I want to go to the beach.
Oh, with people?
With less people and only the one that I want to meet, want to spend my time with. Yeah, so it's like a vacation, but the beach, maybe in Quy Nhơn province.
Can I recommend one place to you?
In Vietnam?
No, in Indonesia.
Oh yeah, you can. Thanks.
This place I just visited last week.
An island?
It's super expensive. It's a private island. I didn't pay a cent, thankfully.
Wow, you have
I think I
powerful
posted on
friends.
Facebook and Instagram. Maybe you have seen it. So I went there for work. But the island, if you look at the price, oh my God, it's so expensive one night. But on the island, there were only 20 villas or 20 resorts. So meaning that the number of people or tourists on the island will be only 50 to 70.
So I
So that
understand now.
place,
I understand now. You like wealthy people world where yeah, it's your
no,
recommendation.
that's not true.
Yeah.
If I have to pay for it, I won't. Someone pay for me, I don't mind. No, okay, what I mean is the area, the one that stood out for me is isolated. You don't really see people. Second, it's you're being surrounded by nature. And it's like the theme for the island is bamboo. So all the structure, all the furniture is all mainly bamboo. So it gives you a very oriental kind of feel. You know, those large bamboo and like, I don't know, I just feel very zen. And I feel like the whole island I was only there. I was the only one.
Oh wow. Well, it's sad that only with much money can buy you such solitude. Yeah. With a little money, you have to go to somewhere with many people. And yeah, is that the case?
That's very funny. That's very funny. That's the world that we are living in right now, where it's just overpopulation and
Yeah, but interesting that it's not. Well, there's a phrase I just remember not correctly, but it's not what you know, it's the person you know, and you know powerful friends. You know, you can buy you a few nights on a very expensive island, and you feel okay with it, and yeah, that's just very nice. I wish I had those friends.
oh, those are not friends.
They're not
Those
friends.
are just, I mean, the island, why I got it for free is because the owner of the island, of the villa, they saw a species of langur on the island they've never seen before. So they asked me over to help them find.
Oh wow. What a life.
Yeah, but I only stayed one night and then I came home because I miss my cats.
Okay. You reminds me of the Sorcerer's Stone in Harry Potter, where you got things that people want when you don't want it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
Today you find a lot of relevance in many topics.
Yeah. When I'm high, I'm thinking of many things.
What are you high on? Are you drinking?
No, I'm high on emotion. I'm very enthusiastic and very happy right now, energetic.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
I'm
come?
high. Best dinner. Oh, is this already draw? Best dinner party jokes.
I thought we did that before, no?
Yeah. So skip it. Favorite drink to order at a bar.
I don't really go to bars.
Yeah, but maybe
But my favorite
drinks.
drink
Yeah.
It's water.
Water. Okay. Mine also water.
Yours is what?
Also water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
High five.
High five, high five. Because if there's no option left, water always available for me, and I love
Yeah,
water
I love water.
for beside me every time.
Yes.
A hidden talent of mine. A hidden talent.
Hidden.
Hidden.
Okay. I play jigsaw puzzles very well.
What was that?
Puzzle? Jigsaw puzzle?
Jigsaw puzzle.
I'm very good at jigsaw puzzle.
Okay, I'll find one and give it to you. See if you can solve it within 5 minutes.
Not within 5 minutes. Jigsaw puzzle is you have to do it with happiness, slowly, but you're very good at it. I really love jigsaw puzzles. If you come across a jigsaw puzzle that is many pieces, very complicated, can you send it to me?
Oh yeah, I can.
Oh my God, we can do a competition.
Well, you said that is not depends on time. Then what will be the standard or condition of the contest?
That is true.
Yeah.
Very true. But let me go and... Do you play jigsaw puzzles?
I haven't. I have heard about it, but I haven't played it.
Let me find one and send to you.
Okay.
What is your current rental address? You need to send me later. Should I send it to your original house better?
Have you looked at the postal fee for sending back my knife?
I haven't.
Yeah. I feel kind of some loss in my daily life when I'm reaching to my wallet to find it, and I remember that.
I'm so sorry. Okay, but then I cannot just send you a knife. I think it will be caught by customs.
Send with package parcel. Is it still the illegal thing?
Well,
it's too small. It's just
I can send it with something.
Yeah, maybe with a puzzle.
So yeah,
it's like an unboxed knife.
Okay, can?
Yeah, thank you.
But then in my declaration, I cannot declare a knife.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully it won't get caught. If not, then I'll be jailed.
Is that? But you didn't bring it with you.
No lah, because you make a false declaration. You didn't declare. So if they see it, then at most they just confiscate it, right? But I don't think they will go to the extent of charging, false declaration for just a knife. So I can try.
But I won't put you in a hard place, and I'll buy a new knife.
Maybe in the prison I'll be alone and free. I'll be isolated in the prison. Okay. And I don't have to pay a cent.
Okay, for my hidden talent, I can wiggle my ears.
Oh, but I can't see it now.
Okay.
Or if I turn my video off.
Yeah. You turn the video off. Do you see it? Yeah, I can wiggle my ear like that.
Yeah. Wow. What a hidden talent.
Also, I can bend my tongue and make a circle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you do it? Wow. Talented.
Yeah. Not very proud of it, but it's talent. And what more can I do? Yeah, I can do that. Only that. Okay.
That's not too bad already. That's not too bad.
Not too bad. I wish I never. What this already draw?
Yeah, I remember the question.
what? Then we draw so much, and then the pie, the deck left is so small.
Really?
Yeah, how? Or maybe there's a duplicate.
Can't be right.
When I was a child, I wanted to be. Have I drawn that already?
I think you did.
Okay. But I forgot what you want to be when you were a child.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Because I don't remember your answer also.
Okay.
Okay, how about you go first? What is your answer?
I wanted to be. Oh yeah, I remember the answer of mine. I want to be something is not real, like a superhero. And you want to be.
But what kind of superpower?
Mostly can fly. I love to fly. And you said something about a profession, which I don't remember.
Yes, you remember? I remember my answer.
Yeah. This is already dropped. How?
Do you remember?
From a movie. Oh yeah. Wait, maybe I open the deck in the wrong direction.
Wrong side.
Wrong
yes.
side. Okay, wrong side. My first job.
My first job?
Yeah. That's what the card say. My first job. What's it?
A tuition teacher.
What did you say?
A tuition teacher.
Well,
I give tuition. I was a tutor.
But it was in school or private?
Private.
Private.
I go to people's house to give tuition.
Yeah, what did you teach?
Math, English, science.
Wow, really a STEM girl right there. My first job is I work for a ISO audit company, where the ISO they were doing only the ISO of management, not the ISO of the product. So it's very easy to get ISO. The ISO of the product is more strict, and it's hard to audit. Requires deep profession. Okay. Favorite movie. Have I already drawn this? Favorite movie? Yeah, I think.
But you told me you like Memento.
Yeah.
Memento.
Yeah. Have you seen that movie?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But it's in my page. Yeah, it's open in my page. You want to see? I need to show you to prove my point.
Yeah, I believe it's
to prove my point.
Bucket list already. What list?
See?
I don't see the list.
My page. Oh,
my page?
No, it's like here. It's the page that I remember that day I saved it that I'm gonna watch.
That's a screenshot? Okay. My dream job. That's what the card say. My dream job.
What is your dream job?
Yeah. What's your dream job?
What is yours?
Mine is I want to be an influencer, not a job, but
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I can find the best of both worlds, where I want to protect nature and also socialize. But I think you.
So you can be an influencer. That
you ahead of me in that aspect. You very social and also very loving nature, and I'm trying to be like you.
So I'm doing your dream job.
Yeah, you doing my dream job. So what's yours?
Not too bad.
What do you say?
My dream job. I want to protect the forest for the animals.
Oh, so you already doing your dream job. So you
That's
stealing
my
my
dream
dream
job.
job and you having your dream job. The last time I laughed so much I cry. That's what the card say.
Right now.
No,
Right now.
no. You haven't cried yet.
Wow, hey, that's great. I'm stealing your dream job and I'm doing my dream job. What a lie. What a lie.
The last time I laughed so much I cry. Well, it's when I
Right now, right
watched.
now.
It's
Right
when
now.
I was watching this meme, and I can show you later if I you can find it. And I laughed so much.
Yes? Which
Yeah,
one?
just recently.
Okay, you show me later.
Yeah, yeah. This was so
Okay.
silly.
Yes, show me later.
Yeah. Oh, what I wish I hadn't. What's this? I wish I had not. What does that mean? Had not
Oh,
have or
you
had not
regret doing
say.
something.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe regret something.
maybe saying, maybe doing, maybe yeah, maybe saying or doing. Yeah.
I wish I had not gone overseas when my dog died. So my dog was ill,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was a conference that I was attending. He was under my best friend's care, taking care of him. But then on the second day I was in the conference, he passed away.
The previous dog or the dog live
Mm,
along with Kopi?
the one that lived along with Gopi before.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's sad. And how? Oh, but at that time, your mother still live, or your parents still live with you, right?
Yeah, all of them. My sister also was living with me, but
Yeah.
because my dog required attention and like good care,
Uh huh.
my best friend is the one that knows how to take care of animals.
Oh. Um,
Anyway,
I ha-
yours? How about you? You wish you hadn't?
Well, let me think. All the thing that I done for a reason. At the time, I cannot do it better. Uh, no, there's nothing I wish I hadn't. But I said
That's good.
the previous conversation with you in Singapore. I had some regrets when I say it. Uh,
Really?
yeah, yeah. When I say not in the conversation, but in the past, I have some regrets when I say things, and I wish I could say it otherwise, other way. But I don't remember. Yeah, cannot be more specific. Yeah, I wish I just forgot it. It's just a
It's good to
toxic.
be forgetful.
Yeah, yeah. It's just toxic for my mind. Okay. In the world of people, there's many perspective, many
Mm-hmm.
preference where you cannot mm, find find empathy all the time. But when you do, then it's lucky. And even if you say things right with a different mind, it may sound something else for them.
Mm.
Okay. People make mistakes all the time, but uh, I tend to forgive every mistakes and not remembering it, and that's
That's
not
very
good.
good.
That's not good.
Huh?
That's not good
I'm gonna
because
say that's my hidden talent too.
uh, that's not a talent now. Where I was working with this retailer. He very strict, but he very he's very how do I say
Strict.
strict, but he acts.
But nice.
He nice, yeah. He's nice, but he's strict. But combine two things, and then he took a lot of time to complete a task. So I tend to forget the negative side of in his relationship with me. I just focus in the nice, and then when it comes for something to do quick, then I'm still meeting him and asking for his help, and also paying him as well. But he's took a very long time to do things, and I have to keep in mind that that's also a negative thing. Well, that's time is not the perspective. Time is reality. Okay, but I have to remember. I have to. Okay, best line from a movie. I have.
Did you say that before?
Yeah. Wrong side again. Worst movie I have ever seen.
Worst movie.
Yeah.
Worst movie.
This is the last card I'll draw today.
Okay.
We draw a lot. Yeah.
Worst.
Worst.
Do you know any? As in, what is your worst movie?
Yeah, I can say that worst movie is not in my mind. Everything at the bottom of the list is not in my mind. I just ignore.
Very good. Very good.
But
I'm sure there was a
but there was
terrible
something.
movie that.
There was something. There was a movie. There was a movie where I expected it to be good, and it turned out to be bad, and I remember it. And,
what is it?
It was Pirate of the Caribbean. The last.
Oh,
part.
really?
The last part.
Ah.
The last one is not good, but I expected it to be good. What a shame.
If that is your definition, like
and
something.
At the movie theater where I watch that movie, I also invite my friends, and I had a high hope that it will be good and amaze my friends, but it's not. It's too bad. It was too bad.
In that case, I would say the movie, I wouldn't say it's the worst, so it's not according to your card, but I would say the movie that disappointed me the most.
Yeah.
It's Avengers.
Avengers?
I think, is it the End Game?
Oh yeah, the End Game is disappointed.
One.
Yeah.
The very last one.
Yeah, the Infinity War is good, but the End Game is bad.
Yes. So I was most disappointed that Thanos, as in, I know that based on movies and trends, the evil guy, the Thanos, will not win. But I was so disappointed that the build up to how the Earth is being overpopulated, not sustainable, there's limited resources, people should treasure what we have and not destroy Earth. I like that angle. So that's the motivation behind.
Yeah, I love that angle.
Thanos want to kill half of humankind. So even though I know Thanos will be defeated because that's how human will end the story, there was no closure to that message.
Yeah.
It just, Thanos defeated, yay, everybody came back alive. I mean, most people came back alive. It's like, what? That's it. There's no messaging about how moving forward we should take care of our planet. I don't know. I was so disappointed.
Yeah. And actually, the end game has a very good half. The first half. I mean, the heroes live 5 years before the snap, after the snap, and then they already making new life and find a reconciliation. What's the word?
Reconciliation.
Reconciliation, and they thrive. And there's many resources for them also. But that's the first half, and then the other, yeah, just ignore that.
I remember this scene very vividly of,
Yeah.
I think Captain America
Uh-huh.
was sitting in his office,
Uh-huh.
and Black Widow,
Uh-huh.
she came.
Mm-hmm.
As she was entering the room,
Uh-huh.
she could hear the birds singing. And then as she was sitting down talking to Captain America, the captain was saying how, the population of the whales or dolphins are coming back.
Uh-huh.
Like wildlife is
Yeah.
thriving now.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, they actually mentioned this. I was so happy. And then,
Yeah. Just ignore it.
so that was a very bad ending. I hated
Nothing to
it.
do with Thanos. And then the
Yeah,
rest just
yeah.
Thanos. Wow.
Okay.
Really bad. Yeah, that's a bad movie. Bad writing, not bad movie. Maybe the acting and the action scene is good. Okay, I think we reached the end of our session, and it was really fun session to me. I really appreciate that you light up my weekend. I stay at my rented home entire day yesterday, and it was kind of sad. But I had time
Why?
to work with many things in my room just to refine and complete it. And it was worth it. Yeah, many thing in my bucket list is in my room, and it's a rented home. So I have to make it mine by do some tweak. Okay. Thank you.
Like
thank
putting
you.
some plants, make it your own.
And what do you want to eat this lunch?
I think I'll cook some noodles. I'll put some shellfish. And then I will get ready for my Japanese class.
So it seems like a very packed weekend as usual. Packed Sunday, but the entire weekend is for Japanese.
No, yesterday I was at a workshop. That's why like I felt all my weekends have been burned so far. Yesterday was a pangolin workshop at the zoo. So the whole day I was there helping. And then next weekend, next Saturday, I am bringing my colleagues to the nature park to look for langurs. So yeah.
But
But
the
I
helping at
decided
the
that
the helping at the workshop where you do was
so actually the
mandatory.
workshop, not as mandatory, but our team, my workplace, we are very close and we are also quite a small team. So we always help each other. Yesterday, the workshop was facilitated and conducted by three of my colleagues, my boss and my two other colleagues. But they very last minute, so they forgot to do a lot of things. And three other of my colleagues also came in, including myself, to help. So, for example, one of my colleagues is in charge of bringing the participants in, showing them the toilet, giving the card access to them. I'm in charge of the coffee and tea breaks. So it's something very straightforward and simple. Mainly going to the coffee place, order the coffee, bring the coffee twice during the workshop. But it's a lot of walking, going back and forth, taking the stuff.
Okay.
So I was just helping. It's like the entire day gone, but it's like I wanted to help them.
Oh yeah. So whatever makes you happy. But I wonder. I'm having happiness, but then do I really know how to love life? Where I sometimes ignore my health. Maybe I look at the computer too much. Maybe I sit for too long and without exercise, and maybe I forgetting some relatives and loved ones that I haven't talked in a long time. Do I love life? I don't have a plan that I'm nurturing. I don't have a pet that mainly I'm. Yeah, you my model for that. You do all of that.
But I'm not sure whether I'm doing a good job.
But do you exercise during any time in the week?
So I'm actually in this routine that I do home exercises.
Oh yeah, so you're like my sister.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, what did she do?
Oh, she's do aerobic and stretching and dancing in her room, and it's felt like earthquake whenever it's come to
Ayo, you are.
It's like earthquake, really. She's jumped a lot on the wooden floor, so it's like, yeah, like earthquake.
Evacuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do home exercises, but I'm actually going to play tennis with my friend when she comes back from Malaysia. So that's the plan. And then I walk a lot. Loving life and loving your life, I see differently.
Yeah.
So I love my life. And I guess with that, it means that I'm loving life.
Okay, is that the same?
I think it's different. Living life means that life has a general statement. Like, what is life? Is life interacting with friends and family? Is life doing things you like? Or is life being healthy?
Yeah.
Because if that's the definition, if you're loving life, means you're doing all these things. I love my life because my life may not be these things, but my life involves, for example, doing the work, taking care of my animals, or interacting. So I love this life. I love my life. And I guess by that statement, it means that I'm also loving life. I don't know. So I see two different things.
Yeah, so it's the same but different interpretation. I do find myself happy, but do I love life? Then that's the question. But well, we're only gonna live about 80 and 100 years old. That's the at most, and you gonna live what you're believing in, and you do it happily. So that's the
Yeah.
So if I care more about my health, maybe I live a little longer. But what's the point of living when you don't? Yeah.
Oh man, why did you end on a depressing note?
I'm usually doing that. Well.
No. This is not depressing note, but I mean, yeah, it's a reflection. It's a good reflection.
Yeah.
That's why I think, when I was saying I work for the weekends for the past 3 weekends, tomorrow I'm going to take a break. So it's like making a conscious effort to take a break. I think that's also good.
You try to take a break, or you take a break?
Tomorrow I will be taking a break. I'm not going to the office.
Okay.
So maybe if you can.
Even if there's a injured monkey
somewhere. Don't say that.
Okay.
You know my answer to this.
Okay, I know.
Because it happened when you're here. So if that doesn't happen, I'll take a break. Okay, fingers crossed. No injured monkeys.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you. I'm trying to finish my breakfast.
Okay, I'll go do my lunch.
Okay.
Bye. Let me go find a puzzle for you.
Yeah. Thank you. And maybe you.
Send you the knife.
And the knife. Actually, that knife has many sign of use, so it's not good for anyone else to have it instead of me. I love to have it, but if it's too hard for you to, troublesome, and you can just tell me, and I'll buy a new one.
Okay, I'll make it happen.
Okay. See you.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Ok, và chúng ta đã đến cuối của phiên chia sẻ ngày hôm nay rồi. Hy vọng là mọi người có một cái thời gian vui vẻ khi mà xem chúng mình chia sẻ. Nhưng mà mình cũng rất là mong muốn là mọi người tham gia vào những cái phiên chia sẻ sau, và có thể thì các bạn hãy gửi cho mình cái phần chia sẻ trước Chủ nhật và vào email mình đã ghi ở post ở đầu fanpage cũng như là trong phần mô tả của mỗi video trên YouTube. Ok, hẹn gặp lại mọi người vào tuần sau. Chúc mọi người có một cuối tuần vui vẻ.